Welcome. My name's Dale McCluskey, and on this video, I want to respond to Dog Daddy's method. Again, talk about certain moments within the framework of a interaction-based approach that speaks the right language, offers clarity to a dog by way. Again, I talk about the core ingredients by way of intentional control and influence. Now here, a video put out by Dog Daddy. Again, people wondering, Dog Daddy is very popular, but again, so much confusion in the dog training world as to the role of influence, okay, by way of a process. I talk about that. And just the optics of certain trainers like the Dog Daddy that generate a lot of controversy because, again, he does jump in, engages a relationship problem between dog and owner by way of a type of power play. Again, talk about that it is a power play. It'll take that path. But again, when I talk about clarity, I talk about those core ingredients. It's important that they maintain their integrity. Okay, and again, talk about maintaining integrity. It's about, again, how everything funnels. How, again, in terms of a dog coming into agreement the right way by way of intentional control and influence. And here in this video, I'm going to play, a portion of this. Again, this has millions of views. But I want to talk about the problem here. Again, I talk about, empowering a dog. I talk about the issue about control. I talk about emotional connection to the owner, how that will set up a problem, but also how it offers up a false image, okay, by way, again, of appearance of a balanced dog. But there's a moment here in this video that I want to talk about, again, as the dog daddy steps in to take control of this dog. Again, the caption here, this dog is extremely fearful, and her tense fear was also making her aggressive. Now, here's the problem. Yeah, talk about the issue about, fear. Okay, even the dog daddy's doing this. How we interpret certain reactions of dogs, how they will look like fear, and reality is it's stress. Okay, understand when a dog gains control in the relationship with their owner, it brings a stress load onto the dog. So the more control, the more stress, and it will cause, again, it will mimic a reaction of a fearful dog. It's not a fearful dog, okay, it's a stressed dog. It's still representative of a relationship problem. Because, again, when you approach, or again, when you interpret a reaction by way of fear, the tendency is to respond with empathy, okay? Respond the wrong way by way, again, of, you'll see the moment happening here with the dog daddy, which will, again, will keep people in this cycle where they can never get out of it, never work through a relationship problem, because clarity is important, okay? Those core elements, control and influence, need to maintain their integrity the right way. Everything needs to come together the right way. Everything needs to funnel the right way. And there's problems here as well with how the dog daddy, how he leads the dog. There's what I call a end point. The dog should, again, through the one-step method, the dog should be ending up next to your side, left or right side. In terms of, again, of making sense, speaking, again, the right language. Understand this is a type of conversation that's happening through at the interaction-based level. But again, clarity is very important. So again, I'll play some of this video. I'll stop it at kind of the moment that's really a problem here. Now, a couple issues here right away. Again, you want to interact through the leash, okay? You want to make the leash your focal point. You don't want to be, as soon as you take a hold of the dog's collar, you're close to the dog's mouth, okay? That can be a problem by way of getting bitten. Here in the situation here, I believe the dog's wearing a muzzle, so that's helpful, okay? But again, you want to get into a habit of, of always, interacting with the dog by way of the leash, especially. That's going to allow you to redirect, that's going to allow you to control the dog's movements and not get your hands close to the dog in a way that's going to make it messy, okay? Messy for the dog, messy for you. Because, again, the leash is like a paintbrush, okay? It's how you're painting the picture. It's how, again, you're controlling the dog's movements. It allows you to be able to funnel everything properly. Now here, right away, the dog daddy starts waving his hand around this dog with the intent of being able to touch the dog. Okay, this is the wrong way to be doing it. Okay, because the question is, touch the dog for what reason? Okay, I mean, if it's anything beyond intentional control and kind of corralling the dog and asserting, guidance and influence over the dog, you shouldn't be touching on the dog. Shouldn't be rubbing on the dog. Shouldn't be petting on the dog. Because understand that, rubbing and petting will empower a dog that already has control in the relationship based, again, on what those actions represent at the level of connection with the owner. Emotion, connection, empowerment. And the problem with that, you'll see it here. Okay, what it'll do, it sets up a type of contrast where the dog will be very agreeable to that the wrong way. Okay, it gives the dog comfort the wrong way. I talk about the parent-child example, how it is, again, in terms of, comfort coming through even a level of selfishness, child getting what they want, coming into agreement with that, appearing to be calm, but only because they get their own way. Okay, understand that, this is a problem, especially when it comes, again, dogs as social animals, the same thing. You want to make sure you're providing the right messaging, the right conversation, the right clarity through those core ingredients, influence and control, the right way. Here it is. Okay, so this is messy. Okay, understand, when I say messy, now he's going to start to pet on this dog. So he's created a situation. His dog's going into challenge. He's moving around too much. Okay, this dog, everything should be funneling into his side. Dog to provide, it's like to make sense to the dog, where the dog will end up. Okay, I call them set points. Okay, how you're moving your body. Okay, it's that conversation with clarity. That's not part of the dog daddy's method. Okay, very erratic. Okay, he moves around. The dog's moving him. It'll escalate. It'll keep it going. Level challenge longer than it needs to at a higher level. And then here's the kind of the out for the dog daddy. Okay, you talk about certain moments that set up this whole thing, because understand this is more about almost like a show. Okay, the optics are a problem here, but understand that when you start petting on the dog, ask yourself the question, for people looking on or for the owner, what does that generate? I mean, it generates emotion. It's like, well, that's great. I mean, finally, the dog daddy or whoever is petting on my dog. That's great. That's what I want. That's wrong. Okay. I mean, because it's going to empower this dog in that moment. It creates a moment of agreeableness the wrong way. And then the problem here, totally wrong. Then the problem here, again, understanding that this dog going back with that owner, okay, think about that level of connection, what it represents. Control, empowerment, the dog attaching to people the wrong way, possessiveness, and offering up, again, a false image of, of the relationship, okay, appearance-based. And so he starts petting all over this dog, totally wrong, okay, totally wrong, okay, kind of showcasing a moment. That's all it is. Because, again, when you consider how this transfers over, it doesn't transfer over the right way at all, because then, people are going to adopt this as their go-to, and it's not going to generate, it's not going to move the relationship in the direction it needs to move at the level it needs to happen to reverse course. Very, very important. So again, it's about to showcase this. Again, very popular dog daddy out there. Again, I talk about, yes, once a relationship problem is underway, it absolutely represents an intervention. It does take the path of a intentional interaction-based method. But here's the thing, it speaks the right language, okay, with those core ingredients I talk about, influence and control. But clarity, okay, through the right language, through how you're interacting, is absolutely critical. You don't want to be petting, you don't want to be rubbing all over the dog, okay? That becomes, empowerment for the dog. And it sets up these type of moments that will appear to be a great moment, even though it's totally upside down. Thanks for watching.